we're going to learn how to play song number 49, 2 ways to play it on the oboe. We're going to start at the very beginning of the song, and then I'm going to teach you 2 new notes for the oboe for this song. So in the very beginning, we have B flat, C, D, E flat. Let's just play those 4 notes. 1, 2, ready, play. Then we're going to slur E to D. Remember, a slur means that we're connecting 2 different notes. So you're going to move your finger and not stop the sound. So you have E to D, but instead of stopping the sound, separating them, we're just going to move our finger like this. So we're sliding to the D. So let's slide E to D. And then you have C, D, E flat. The next 2 notes are C and then D. Now, take a look at this E. It is called an E natural. Whenever you see that fancy looking symbol in front of it, that means that you're going to play an E natural. An E natural is fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your thumb. So you're going to hit your thumb in the back. Okay? So it's just like the F. But instead of playing the 6th finger with the middle finger up, you're going to play 1st and 2nd, 4th and 5th finger on the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with your thumb in the back. So let's play your E natural. And then play your F. But now you have, this is called a forked F. So when you're playing oboe, sometimes you're going to play the regular F that we learned earlier with your middle finger up. But depending on what note you're going to, sometimes a different fingering might be easier to play the note. So if we're going from this new E, the new forked F is going to be with your 3rd finger, but you're going to push down this little key right next to the 5th finger. So instead of stretching it down to the bottom hole, we're playing the little key in between. Because when you go from an E to an F, it makes it much easier just to push that little key down than to have to worry about switching your fingers around and picking up the middle finger. We're just adding 1 finger, and that's that little key right between the 5th and 6th button. So and remember, you still have your thumb down. So a forked F is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're pushing that little key down. Let's try the forked F. Great, so now let's play an E to a forked F. Remember, you have your thumb down for both notes, and all you're doing is adding that little 6th finger to that little button right there. Here we go, the E natural to the forked F. Ready? Play. Great, try that one more time. E natural to forked F. Ready? Play. Good, the next 2 notes, you're slurring from F, the forked F, to E natural. So all you're doing is picking your finger up now. Ready? Play. Good, then we're going back to the D. So remember the D, you have to remember to slide your finger down for the half hole, and you have to remember to pick your thumb up. So this is a little bit more difficult to get to now, but you have a D, and then you're going back to the E natural. So it's so you're gonna pick your 6th finger up, slide your 1st finger up to the hole, and add your thumb. So here's your E, and then you're sliding your 1st finger up plus your thumb, okay, to get to the D. Let's play your D, and then we're gonna play the E natural. Ready? And then we land on the F. So we're adding the forked F. You're adding the 6th finger right to that little button right next to the 3rd, right next to the 5th finger. So those last 3 notes are going to be D, E natural, F. Let's try those 3 notes. Ready? Play. Now let's play the last 2 measures. So you have slurring F to E natural, so F to E natural, and then D, E natural, F. Great. So these are some pretty hard notes on oboe, and it's going to be tough to get used to. But if you just keep practicing moving your fingers, it should get a lot more comfortable. So we're going to start at the very beginning. If you look at the very beginning of the line, we also in the key signature have 2 flats. That means all your B's are B flat and all your E's are E flat. But what happens is if they add a natural sign next to the E, it now changes it to an E natural. So even though an E flat is in the key signature, they are altering a note in the measure. If you look at the second to last measure, it says also E natural. If they put an E natural in the beginning of the measure, they get lazy and they're like, oh, I don't feel like writing another E natural for the next one. So what you have to know, it automatically means after they put an E natural in the beginning of the measure, any E in the rest of the measure that does not have a symbol next to it, that is not altered, is still going to be an E natural. So even though that note doesn't have an E natural, a natural sign next to it, it is still E natural because there's another E natural at the very beginning of the measure. Let's walk through the song one more time. Here we go. So we're starting with B flat, C, D, E flat. Ready? 2, 3, 4. We're slurring E flat to D. C, D, E flat. Now we have C, D. Now we have E natural. So remember to add your thumb, and it's 5 fingers. And then you're going to go to your forked F, so you're just adding that 6th finger to that little button. Now we're slurring F to E natural. Go down to the D, remember to pick up your thumb. Back to E natural, 5 fingers with your thumb. And the F, add your 6th finger to that little button. Great, we're going to walk through it one more time before we play through the whole entire song. So again, we have B flat, C, D, E flat. 1, 2, ready, play. And then we're slurring E flat, D, C, D, E flat. Ready, play. Then we have C, D, just play those 2 notes. Now we have E natural. Slide your first finger back up to the hole and add your thumb. And then we're going to play the F, the forked F. Add your 6th finger. Now we're slurring F to E natural. Then we have D, back to E natural, and then an F. Add your 6th finger. Great, we're going to try the whole song to a metronome marking of 60. Try your best to stay along with the beat. And here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Great job. I can't wait to hear your recordings.